Here are 5 easy ways to improve at Rocket League. Now for way number 1, I must say mechanics. Learning mechanics is one of the most important things in Rocket League. And what I mean by learn mechanics, I mean don't try learn a triple flip reset musty flick when you're in plat. I mean learn mechanics that will actually help you improve in your rank and get out of your rank. So for instance in plat, it'd probably be just learn to rotate, stop double committing, good communication, stuff like that. Like it's simple, literally as simple as that. Only once we're in like higher ranks, like maybe champ or GC, that's when you should be going for these much more mechanical mechanics, I suppose. And ways to master mechanics is definitely training. Like literally just training, sitting and training for like even like half an hour a day. Like just like there's so many good maps to practice like any mechanics, like air dribbles, flicks, whatever you want. Like training is genuinely. And if you're on PC, then definitely get like Bacchus mods, and there's so many good maps to practice control and shooting and stuff. Also, never try a mechanic in a match unless if you've mastered it. Like never go for an air dribble, especially like as a plat or diamond player. Never go for like a reset and then just completely fumble and then just leave an open net. Like that is one of the most important things. Just like never use a mechanic in game, in a ranked game, especially. Casual's probably fine. In fact, casual's definitely fine. Like, but who even plays casual? I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, never try something that you haven't mastered, as it'll probably just sell your game and your rank, and you'll just crash out. Now for way 2, I'm gonna call this the 2 loss rule, and what I mean by that is if you're playing ranked and you lose 2 games in a row. Not 3, not 4, just 2 games in a row. Like losing 1 game in a row is fine, but losing 2 games in a row, genuinely just come off. Even if it's like a half an hour break, just come off. Because this genuinely helps me so much to stop like genuinely. It helps so much to just not crash out, and it avoids you tilting. And when you tilt and you're like crashing out, like because it's rage bait when you lose 2 in a row, like you've lost like probably like half an hour of progress. Like you're just gonna play worse, and you're just gonna sell more, and then you're that's just how like a massive 30 game losing streak just like starts, and then you just lose all your progress. And that's like what stops so many people from just like ranking up, because they get to like a peak rank and then now they're in harder lobbies, so they lose like 2 in a row, and then they just keep playing. And now you're like, you've lost 10 games and you're back to where you started, like, and you've just lost like a week's worth of progress. So like genuinely, just even if it's like you just sit in training for half an hour, just like then you get your thoughts together and you're refreshed and you play, you can at least, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to guarantee that if you take a half an hour break after losing 2 games in a row that you're going to come back and you're going to be zen. You might then lose another 2 games and then probably just call it there at that point. But, you know, it helps you clear your mind and, you know, stay focused. Now, for way number 3, this may sound incredibly sad, but make a Rocket League routine. And what I mean by this is instead of mindlessly playing ranked games till mind goes numb and your head's about to explode because your teammate has sold you for like the 50th game in a row. I mean, say, oh, I'm going to warm up in training for half an hour by maybe practicing just a mechanic. And then there you go. That's also kind of like the first way I told you, practicing mechanics. And then it kind of adds on. So now they're kind of like interlinking my ways because I'm just that insanely good at helping people improve Rocket League. But anyway, back to the routine. So let's say I'm going to warm up in half an hour, practice mechanic. Then I'm already warmed up. First game, I should be playing really good. And I'm only going to play 5 games. Let's say I'm only going to play 5 games. And then I'm going to go back to training. Just like re-warm up because maybe I've lost a couple games. But what we don't want to do, what people do, and I'm guilty of this. I mean, everyone does this, right? You will just play like 40 games in a row and then lose like half of them. Stay the rank that you've just started because you've just win, loss. You're now mentally gone. You're mentally insane. You're mentally drained. But because you haven't done any training, haven't really stuck to any routine, you're just not going to improve. You're just going to stay at that rank. Like people are genuinely hard stuck. I know people like who have just been hard stuck the same rank for like 3 years. Kind of like, I think the most notorious rank to get stuck in is diamond. I mean, it's the diamond trench. It's always the diamond trenches. But if you don't want to be stuck in the diamond trenches, then make a routine. It'll help you stick to half an hour practice, stick to doing it daily, and then over time, practice makes perfect, and your mechanics Your mental stability will also just improve. Honestly, 100% do this. Now, for way number 4, review gameplay. And what I mean by this is don't review like every single game you play. I mean, review the games specifically where you lose by maybe a considerable margin, or not even that. Maybe it's close, but like maybe you could have done better. When like you actually have made a mistake and you can't blame your teammate, and that's why you should never like blame your teammate for everything, because there's always a possibility where they could have done better. But realistically, if it's in the back of your net, you can't just say, oh, my teammate should have been there and saved it. Like, realistically, you've done something wrong as well. Which is why one of the most important things is to take accountability and look through your replays, review what you could have done better in that situation, and then you can improve. Like, one of the biggest factors to improve is to actually take responsibility for what you've done wrong and work on it to improve it so you don't do it again. And then you can blame your teammate, because then you're like, mate, I've just worked on myself. I'm now better. I'm not making those mistakes. Now it's just all your fault. Then you can blame your teammate. But until you haven't, figured out what you've done wrong, like if you don't try to at least figure out what you've done wrong, where you've gone wrong, and try to improve on it, then you're never going to improve. This is why this is the most... I never hear anyone saying review gameplay. Like, this is one of the biggest ways to improve. I personally don't do it as much as I should. I don't think. Like, review gameplay and actually go, think about what I could have done better. It's honestly such an underrated way to actually improve at the game. Now, for way number 5, I'm going to have to say set goals. Set realistic goals. It's easy, it's simple to do, and it keeps you engaged with the game, gives you something to aim for, and it's just like, it's an easy thing to take 3 seconds to just write down on a piece of paper, like, oh, I'm going to go from like gold 3 to plat in like a few weeks. And then you'll probably grind for a few weeks and you'll probably hit it. And then just that one simple thing that you did, just say you're going to hit plat. I mean, I think most people do set goals. I just wanted to add it in unless if you don't, because it is just like the best, easiest thing, like the best thing to do. That takes 2 seconds. And it does actually keep you motivated more than you think it would. Now, if you've made it this far, congrats, because you've heard all the ways, the best ways you'll ever hear to improve at Rocket League. And I can guarantee you, if you follow these ways and you have patience and you just continue the grind with these ways, you'll see improvements in like no time. You'll like genuinely fly through the ranks. I'm not even joking. So yeah, if you did stick around for this long, please hit the like button and please consider subscribing. Anyway, stay tuned for more content. And that's it.